It's week 3 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? Great game in store for y'all, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
A lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat.
Oh, they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only...
Oh, they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
His offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick games, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answer.
And again, they're going to get him. That is 3 sacks on the opening drive. Incredible.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Taking this to the 34.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They get 25 on that connection. That's enough for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run on 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. His kick is good. And his guys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. That'll give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 13. And that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down. One quarter in the books. Plenty of scoring already. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Trying again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Back to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The extra point is good. And the visitors are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 yards there. That's enough for a 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll throw out of the gun. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tight end going in motion here. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the air one more time. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, our home team 13, visitors 7.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They motion the slot man left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And his guys add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
to the air now on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Slot receiver headed right. Back to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the quarterback scrambling and maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6 and a first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6 and a first down.
He'll get this out wide. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3. Back to the air one more time. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. A throw on the run is complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Tight end going in motion here.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he will score! Game on! So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This team's offense make their way out to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's able to get away from 1 man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. We're all set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. From the 50, he'll set up to nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense That can't be overstated.
This one high, over the middle, but complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. It is 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. That is caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down.
How often do we hear, Mike, when a team is trailing by 8, everyone says, well, it's still a one-possession ball game. Yeah, but that's only if you can convert the 2-point try, which is kind of 50-50. So they got to stay aggressive, knowing they still need a 2-point conversion if they want to tie this thing up.
2nd down, goal to go. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th.
And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still 1 stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.